Our last example is an application problem. All right, so let's read this. Sydney spent all of her savings and has $5 left in her wallet. Her parents tell her that they will give her $2 every 3 days. She decides to save the money her parents give her. Devin spent all of his savings as well. He has $19 in his wallet. Devin likes to buy bags of chips. The bags of chips cost $1 per bag. Devin decides that he will buy a bag of chips every 2 days. Here's what we want to find out. When will Sydney and Devin have the same amount of money? And at that time, how much money will they both have? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to show how we can graph this and use the graph to find our solution. All right, so let's first define our variables. Right? We're interested in how the time affects the money that they have. Right? So our y value, that's our dependent variable. That's what we're thinking about. That's going to be the money. And x, that's going to be our independent variable. That's going to be the time. So let's say that. So let x equal the time that passes in days, and let y equal the money in the wallet. Okay. All right, let's write an equation for each person, for each person's money. So for Sydney, right, she starts out with $5, and then she gets $2 every 3 days. So I'm going to use y is equal to b plus mx, right, where b is our initial value, and she's starting out with $5, so our initial value is 5, and then her rate, the slope, is she's getting $2 every 3 days. So that would be 2/3 x. Or the rate of change is just the 2/3, right? So the amount of money that Sydney has is $5 plus 2/3 times the number of days. Okay. For Devin, let's represent his money. So what's his initial value? He starts out with $19. So it's $19 for his initial value. And then he's spending money, right? So it's going to be subtracting, right? But how much is he subtracting? He likes to buy bags of chips. They cost $1 per bag. He's going to buy a bag of chips every 2 days. So it's going to be subtracting $1 every 2 days. That's his rate of change. It's -1/2. So his equation is going to be $19 minus 1/2 times x, right? Because he's losing $1 every 2 days. Okay, so these are our two equations. Let's graph it and find the solution. Okay, all right. To set up our graph here, normally you put your x and y axes in the middle. But for this one, because I'm only going to be dealing with positive values, right? We're only dealing with positive money, only dealing with positive days that pass, right? So we don't really need to put our x and y in the middle. I'm going to put my x-axis, how about here? Or this is going to be my y-axis, sorry. Right, so this is my y-axis. And just to remind us, this is the money. Okay, and let's put the x-axis, how about here? Right, and as a reminder, what does x represent? This is the time that passes in days. Right, so let's first graph Sydney's equation. Okay, so Sydney, she's starting out with $5, right? So her initial value is 5, so that represents the point 0, 5, right? On day 0, she's starting out with $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she is going to get $2 every 3 days, right? So what does that mean? That means I'm going to go up $2 for every 3 days, right? Again, going up $2 for every 3 days. Up $2 every 3 days. Right? So here is the graph of Sydney's money. Right? And we can see she starts here at $5, and then as time goes on, right, her money is going up. Again, it's going up $2 every 3 days. Right? Well, what about Devin? Devin's initial value is $19. He's starting out with $19. Let's see, where's that? Way up here. So he's starting with $19. That's the point 0, 19. On day 0, he starts with $19. And then his money is going down $1 every 2 days because he's spending money. So he's losing $1 every 2 days. 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 Ignore the bell. Losing $1 every 2 days. Losing $1 every 2 days. Losing $1 every 2 days. And we could keep on going with this. Right? And we can see, well, what's our question again? When will Sydney and Devin have the same amount of money? Right? Well, our solution point is this point right here. What is this point?
Gustavo Cervera and Kylie Shelpa to the counseling
This
center.
is 12,
Gustavo Cervera and Kylie Shelpa to the counseling center.
12, 13. Sorry about the bell and the announcements. Ignore that. But this point where the two lines cross is 12, 13. Right? So what does that mean? Right? Well, remember, our x value, that's the time, and the y value, that's the money. So what this is saying is that, let's write this down here. We're saying that after 12 days, they will have the same amount of money. Right? So Sydney's money is going up, Devin's money is going down. At this point, they have the same amount after 12 days. And how much money do they have on that 12th day? They have $13, right? Right? So we can say on the 12th day, they both have $13.